Hi friends, I'm excited to be able to share with you this week as we continue to delve into Matthew 9 and to ask the question, why do we exist? Why do we exist as HCO Church, placed here in this place and at this time? I hope you've had a chance to read Matthew 9 and to enter into this part of the story of Jesus, which is what we're going to do now. We're going to enter into this part of the story and ask for the Holy Spirit to show us and to teach us part of this nature, this character, and this way of Jesus. And so we come to the story in Matthew 9, verses 27 to 33. And this is the final cycle of this collection of miracle stories that we see actually build from Matthew 8 and into Matthew 9. And in this part of the story, Jesus first heals two blind men. And there is a sense that they know him, they know who he is, and they follow him. And they cry out to him, "Have mercy on us, Son of David." They know his title. They know that he is the Son of David. They know of the promises foretold many, many years before of the coming Messiah, of this coming King who was to come from the line of David. And Jesus' compassionate touch heals them. They are healed. Their eyesight is restored, and they no longer experience this condition that was considered one of the grimmest conditions in the ancient world. And then we're told that Jesus heals a man who is demon-possessed and who has no voice, who cannot speak. And Jesus shows again his authority as the Messiah over the spiritual realm and his power to heal and restore physical health. Jesus shows that his kingdom isn't about military or political power, but of spiritual power. And in this sense, these are unexpected miracles of this long-awaited Messiah. These are unexpected miracles that demonstrate radical compassion. And this unexpected nature of Jesus continues to baffle the crowds that are watching on and to also provoke opposition from the religious establishment. But Jesus demonstrates over and over again that he has not come to cater to the religious or the socially powerful, but to come to heal to the vulnerable. He affirms and upholds the marginalized. He gives voice to the voiceless. Radical compassion with radical action. Now, I love learning about followers of Jesus and those who have gone before me, that model discipleship to Jesus, that show what it looks like to live this radical way of Jesus and to bring the very good news of the gospel, both in word and in action. And this Sunday marks the beginning of Naidoc Week, the new Naidoc Week dates. Naidoc Week, as you may well know, is usually held in July. And Naidoc Week is a week-long celebration of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander history and culture and achievements. And it's an opportunity to recognise the contributions of Indigenous Australians to this society and across these lands now called Australia. Now, Naidoc Week reminds me of William Cooper. Did you know that Naidoc Week was born out of the church, out of the actions of this Aboriginal man, this Yorta Yorta man, William Cooper, who was a man of God and a follower of Jesus? Now, William Cooper was an Aboriginal Christian leader in the early 20th century, and he fought tirelessly throughout his life for the rights of his people. And Naidoc Week is one of his legacies. He was part of establishing what was called the Australian Aborigines League, and later National Aborigines Day, which has led to this now Naidoc Week. But he also called the church to pray and to act in solidarity with Aboriginal peoples. Now, there are many remarkable things that I've learned about William Cooper, and if you don't already know about him, I encourage you to find out about him and read about him. But one thing stands out to me, and these are his passionate protests in the 1930s against Nazi treatment of Jewish people and anti-Semitism. Mark Liebler, who is an Australian Jewish community leader, said of Cooper, "At a time when his own people's rights were also being ignored, William Cooper had the generosity of spirit and the clarity of vision to draw connections from the mutual struggles of two persecuted minorities." You see, at this time when he himself was not considered a person, even a person in his own land and his own country, William Cooper recognised others' injustice. He stood with those who were suffering and fought for justice. Amidst his own personal fight for justice, he acted in an unexpected way. In 2008, William Cooper was recognised for this act of radical compassion and justice, and trees were planted in his honour in Martyrs Forest just out of Jerusalem and named Tree for the Righteous. William Cooper is counted among the righteous who saved Jews during the Holocaust. Radical compassion and a radical and active faith. William Cooper followed the unexpected way of Jesus. So why do we exist? I believe that these miracle stories in Matthew 9 point us to this way of Jesus, where we collectively as a church can radically seek the flourishing of all people, the physical, emotional, and spiritual restoration of all, where we can be known as a community that whoever you are, whatever your story, you can come and you can be met with allies and find a love that knows no bounds. Because this is where we join in the work of Jesus. This is where we point others to Jesus. So this Naidoc week, I wonder how you could seek and learn of injustice in our community and across this country. I wonder how you could stand with the marginalised and affirm and uphold and create space for the voice of the voiceless. I wonder how you might follow the unexpected way of Jesus.